Yo YouTube, thanks again for joining me on another bi-monthly progress update of my debt-free journey. Now, if this is the first time you're joining me, I've decided to take a debt-free journey to pay off almost $83,000 in debt by January 2021. And my goal is to do any kind of side hustle that I can find, combine that with my monthly income for the household, and put it towards my debt every single month. My goal or target amount to pay towards my debt every month to meet my January 2021 guideline is $62 or $6,300, I think it was. So that's my goal. Now, in this bi-monthly update, we're going to review my Vertex 42 calculator. Now, as you guys know, in my previous video, if you're following the journey so far, I had paid off one of my student loan groups, and I also transferred two of my credit cards to one of my other credit cards. And so all my credit cards have been consolidated into one credit card that has 0% interest for the next 12 months. I'm also going to cover my budget for this month, what has come into the household and what we're going to dedicate towards my debt. Now, as usual, the budget is going to be zeroed out and we're going to pay all the extra money towards the next creditor in the Vertex 42 calculator. I'm also going to go over some exciting news and give you some major updates that I'm making towards my debt-free journey. Now, as usual, if you find that any of my content is of use to you and you feel that others could gain from it, please hit the like button so YouTube can move my video around to other people. And subscribe if you want to see my upcoming videos, and ring the bell if you want to be notified when I post a new video. Now, before we jump into my Vertex 42 calculator changes and my monthly budget, there are some updates that I wanted to share now before the end of the video. The first one is, if you guys remember watching my first video, I told you that by any means necessary, I was going to pay off this $83,000 in debt by January 2021. Now, with the recent passing of Kobe Bryant, I really realized how precious life is. Now, everybody knows Kobe's death was just unexpected, and it made me realize that death can just come to us at any point in time, and I don't want to lose out that time with my kids. So I'm going to scale back on my original commitment of doing every and anything and dedicating absolutely all my hours towards paying off my debt, and start to actually focus more on my family while trying to pay off the debt. I don't want anything to happen to me tomorrow and they don't have those fond memories of their dad. So I'm going to scale back, and I might not make my $6,200 goal every single month, but that's all right. Now, the next major update is that we finally got the money in the company to go get the cars worked on so that we can post them on either Lyft or Turo. So in the coming week, I'm going to get the car out and get that serviced and finish the whole application process for it to be on either Lyft or on Turo.com. Now, let's go ahead and jump into my Vertex 42 updates and my monthly budget updates. All right, everyone, so let's do a recap of my previous Vertex 42 calculator before we jump into what the most recent one is. So as you can see, I made a mistake early in the video when I said my journey started off with $83,000 in debt. I was actually more close to $85,000 in debt. Now, my monthly dedication towards my debt was actually $6,800 and not $6,200. Now, as you can see down the bottom here, my total interest paid for my whole journey would have been $3,356 according to this older Vertex 42 calculator. All right, now let's jump into the updated Vertex 42 calculator. Now, as you can see up here, I consolidated all three credit cards into one, and this credit card has an interest rate of 0%, bumping it down to the bottom of the importance list for my Avalanche method. Now remember, Avalanche works based off of the interest rate. Higher interest rates get paid off first, as opposed to the snowballer method, which pays off all your smaller loan balances first and works your way down to the highest loan balances. Now, also, remember in my last video, I told you that I paid off student loan group E. However, I still have 11 cents left to pay on that. That's because student loan interest is calculated on a daily basis. So from my statement date until the payment date that I paid off the loan, that's the daily accrual right here between those two dates. You can also see that down at the bottom here, my total interest paid significantly decreased. Remember, originally it was $3,353, I think, and now we're down to $955. So that was a significant cut, and that was mainly because we consolidated all three credit cards into one, and we got it on a 0% interest for the next 12 months. All right, let's jump into this month's budget. Now, my budget is very self-explanatory. I don't think I need to go over everything on here, so we're going to touch the key points. The key points here are, what is our income minus expense? Our income minus expense this month is $4,181. This represents the amount of money that we can dedicate to the debt. Now, of this $4,181, we're going to use $362 to pay the minimum balances for the student loans and for the Value City furniture. Next, the remaining $3,819 will go towards paying down the first creditor in our avalanche list. And as you can remember, I think that was student loan group D. So we're going to pay the rest of this money towards student loan D. And once that money is paid towards student loan D, in order to make my target of $6,800 for the month, I need to make an additional $2,618 this month in whatever side hustles I'm doing. So that's the monthly budget and the Vertex 42 calculator for this month. Now, if there are any questions I can answer for you as it pertains to my budget or the Vertex 42 calculator, please let me know in the comments and I'll address them right away. Let's jump into some things that I did recently to get money to go towards the debt. Now, these things I won't be able to report just as yet because all that money hasn't flowed in. But one of the first things that I did was credit churning. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, credit churning is a good debt-free hack. There's nothing illegal about it. It's a hack. So what basically happened for me is I got an email promotion from one of my bank accounts saying that, hey, sign up for a credit card, purchase $500 worth of things on the credit card, and we'll give you a $200 rebate. Hey, that's fine by me. I mean, we spend $500 a month in groceries every single month either way. So why not just spend that $500 on the credit card and pay it off right away with the grocery money that month? That's just how it works. So what I went ahead and done was I got the credit card, we put the $500 on it, and we're going to pay it off this month with the money that was already dedicated towards grocery. And another thing that I did was a debit card promotion. Now, if you guys have a bank where they say, hey, if you guys refer X amount of people, we give you X amount of dollars per person. Now, I have a very popular credit union, and my credit union sent me an email promotion saying, hey, you have 5 promotions to give to anyone you choose, and each of you get $25. Shoot. So I sent out 6 text messages, and I got 5 replies, and they said, yeah, I want to be in. So there you go. I got $125 right there. No, all that money hasn't come in yet. I only got about $25 so far. But when that money comes in, that's going directly towards the debt. Right there, $325 potentially, and I did nothing. All I did was make a call, put in an application for a credit card, and $325 towards the debt. Now, you can do this many times over, people. Credit churning is something that people do a lot. The final thing today is the debt pay down poll. Now, what's the debt pay down poll? The debt pay down poll was just basically a creative idea that I thought of that could help boost my morale during this entire debt-free journey. Now, before you jump ahead and say, oh, I've seen so many of those things, I'm skipping this, hold on. There's a really exciting part that I feel makes this entire debt pay down poll really great. Now, before I get to that, let me explain everything about my debt pay down poll. The first thing is the colors. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, colors are perfect. They help me know where I am and help me grasp the importance of what I'm doing. So red is danger. Get out of red. Do whatever you can. When I'm in the yellow, I now know that, hey, I'm making a lot of progress. Keep working. You're almost at the green. Once I get to the green, that means that I kick into that final last 100-meter sprint, and it's overdrive. I'm doing everything because it just feels so close. The end feels so close. So I'm doing whatever I need to do to get to the end. The next thing is the numbers. Now, how do the numbers work? As you can see, there are 3 colors. So obviously, I'm going to split everything up into 3 equal portions. I have the first 3/3, then the 2/3 of the debt, and then the final 1/3 of the debt. Once I finish splitting that up, I basically label the top of the red portion, the middle, which is the yellow part, and then the green. After I do that now, I want to basically give myself a more granular number that can help boost the morale. So what I went ahead and did was I divided my entire debt, which was the $84,916, into 15 equal portions. Now, dividing this by 15 gives me $5,661. And all I did was I went up by increments of $5,661 until I got to the top. That right there are my mile markers. And that's the exciting part about this whole debt pay down poll. Every time I get to a mile marker or a goal on the debt poll, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a stencil and I'm going to just chop off that marker. Just cut it completely off. And that kind of helps me realize, hey, red is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You're almost to the yellow. So I'm not going to leave each portion once I reach to the goal. That's the exciting part. We're going to cut it off until we get to the final part. Now for me, what I plan to do when I'm done with my debt poll is I plan to basically glue everything back together and keep it as a monument on my desk or somewhere in my office to remind me, and as you see I have down here, never again will I get myself into that debt, that much bad debt. For me, never again will I get past 0 bad debt. Now, let me know what you thought about the debt pay down poll. Maybe it's something that you could implement in your debt-free journey, or maybe just have some general comments about it. Tell me what you think in the comment section. All right, everyone, thanks again for joining me on another bi-monthly update of my debt-free journey. And I hope this was some useful content. And if you found some of this content useful, please remember, hit the like button so others can see it. And also subscribe if you want to continue following me on my journey. And ring the bell if you want to see when I upload new videos. All right, everyone, I hope you guys have a prosperous week and enjoy it to the fullest.